Okay, so see this. So shared by Times Live, they says the Gauteng provisional government is paying rent of 34 million rand a month to house its 11 head offices in Johannesburg CBD, even though it owns 41 buildings across the province, all of which remain vacant. Whoa, South Africa. What does that even mean, bro? What does that mean? Well, the name is Vadashi Studios. Welcome, and let's discuss something that's happening. Every African country have corruption, though, but some countries corruption is weird. This is a kind of weird corruption. What kind of corruption is that? Saying they are paying around 34 million rand a month to house 11 head offices in Johannesburg. That about 41 of them are even vacant. What kind of corruption is this? South Africa. Are you guys actually allowing this to happen? Well, see this. This one says, we understand they want to eat, but they should not leave logic behind. Well, that's a great take here right there, because what do you mean by that? what do you even mean by that? Well, this one says, look into who owns the building. Therein lies your answers. Bet you will find a cadre among the shareholders. Yeah, personally, because what kind of math is that? What kind of spending is that? Who does that? What kind of leaders are these? Well, this one says South Africa does not have a money problem, only a money management problem. Well, that's so true, though, because that doesn't make sense. That's what Brad says, that you can steal, though, but use logic to steal, because this is just trying to say that South African people actually don't think. What kind of bold statement is that? Well, again, this one says 41 buildings gathering dust, 34 million rand a month bleeding out. It's deliberate. You don't forget 41 buildings. You cash in while nobody's looking. That's so true, though. It's very deliberately. These people knows who operates. I'm sure someone owns that buildings. Because what do you mean by 41 vacant buildings are being paid around 34 million rand a month? Doesn't make sense. This one says this is not a mistake. It is a calculated decision to milk the country dry, and in turn tax us to the bone, just like they do with water tankers. We need a new breed of politicians who will serve the people of this country and handle our taxes in the most responsible manner. Well, every South African feeling hurt, or actually all these points, I agree with them with sharing their point of views here. Because what kind of logic is that? What do you mean by that? Well, this one says ANC fought to end apartheid so they could inherit the poverty, not end it. They don't lead the people; they lease the country. Well, these were some takes or some concern from some various South Africans concerning how these issues are being handled. Because what do you mean by you paid 34 million rand a month for 11 houses that are vacant in one province? What does it supposed to mean, though? What do you mean by that? Well, this is actually shameful. It's sad. It's embarrassing to see this, and hopefully the leaders can actually sit up and work for the people of South Africa, because they don't deserve this. Nobody actually deserves this. No part of the world deserves this kind of politics. No. We actually don't deserve this. Africa deserves better than that. The name is Vadashi. Something quick for South Africans to get to know. Thank you for your time.